think I'm finally streaming. Ooh. Sorry, a little bit of happy dance because this is my third time streaming today. Figuring out how this thing works. So, hello everyone. First of all, no one is here actually. Um, Streaming with 0 spectators. I love that. It feels like I'm talking to myself. Anyway, I have a plan this year to do YouTube lives because I want to bring you guys, whenever you're watching this, I want to bring you guys into my brain, my workflow, and whatever I do. And also, I promised myself this year to draw and paint more because last year it was 0. So, that said, I'm working on a project, so I have these theme coming to me back and back again, over and over again, which is Islamic geometric patterns through the world. So it started in 2018, I think, when I did a research on Islamic geometric patterns in Europe, and it was amazing. It was so fascinating. You know, of course, you think about Spain and Portugal, but I also discovered there are some in Sicily, and some in Hungary, and some in Bulgaria, and some in Macedonia and Bosnia. So it was like a very beautiful project that I did, and that brought me to think about okay, how many more do we have? And of course, the majority of them are in Muslim countries. So what I decided to do is like this frame, and inside this frame, like postage stamps, like artwork. So I collected 24 ideas, 24 patterns. Some of them were chosen because they are very representative of their country. So for example, if you think about Morocco, you think about a very specific style of Islamic geometry. If you think about Iran or Egypt, it's another one. So some countries have a very specific style. Other countries, they don't. Other countries have more like generic patterns that can be found throughout the whole world. So yeah, some of them were chosen because I just love them and I wanted to include them. So don't blame me. Anyway, let me show you. Let me show you what I've come so far. Hopefully my mic will work. Okay. So these are the patterns I've collected. If you don't know the website tilingsearch.org, it's a very beautiful website. You can search by country, you can search by fold, whatever you want to search, you can find. So I've collected these, and some other pictures are from the website, like from the internet, right? So I've collected these, and you can see there are multiple countries under each one of these, because the same pattern can be found in multiple countries, right? Anyway, so just to give you an example, if you think about Morocco, you think about Zalige patterns. If you think about Egypt, you think about these pikey patterns. If you think about India, you think about jolly screens. So really, like, I've tried to choose either those that really represent the country or those that I liked. So yeah, so here you are. So today I would love to start with this one. It's enagons, ninefold polygons, enagons, is this how you call them? Around hexagons. Okay, so it's a very interesting pattern. It can be found in India, Pakistan, and Turkey. For me, this will represent Pakistan. Okay, so let's go back to me. Very funny. Okay, so let's check the quality of the stream. Hopefully it's okay. So also I had this this problem in my mind, this issue. Okay, how big should the postage stamp be? What I saw online, there is no fixed proportions. So I've decided that the base is gonna be 4 centimeters, so that it can fit like a standard frame. I want to see how big is gonna be the rectangle if I go with a row 2 rectangle. Anyway, just so you know, all the patterns that I want to do, I need to put them in the same rectangle, right, postage stamp shape, but some of them would not fit. So in a way that it's proportional to the area, they won't fit. They will be cut in a way that it doesn't look good, but hey, what can we do? I cannot do about that anyway, anything. So let's just go with the flow. I want to see, yeah, if I have a root 2 rectangle. Let me check. I think I found a tool. Why didn't I save it? So I found a tool to find if you have a root 2 rectangle, how the length root 2 rectangle calculator. Oh yes, I have it. Is this the one? Yeah. So if I have okay, yes. So if I have a base of 4 centimeters, my height is gonna be 5.66. So I think I'm gonna stick to a root 2 rectangle, even though not all the patterns are made for a root 2 rectangle. I'm also gonna save this website because I love it. Yes. Okay. So what I wanted to say is, yeah, so let's start. I'm gonna fold this one into 2. I don't need the whole thing. Actually, I don't even want to draw on a very small piece. So maybe I'll just use this one. Yeah, let's use this one. And see. I'm gonna also fix it with some tape. I don't even know how long this streaming will be. Is it lagging? No, it's not lagging. Okay. I'm a very messy person, to be honest. And then when I make these kind of videos, I'm like, oh, I should have been more tidy. So I'm gonna cut the masking tape. Let me be in the middle of the screen. Oops. Okay. Just want to say that from time to time my head will go in front of the camera. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Okay, so as I said, we should start from a rectangle, right? And then fit. Okay, how do I do this? So I have my pattern. It's gonna be very small. I need to do some calculations, I think. this is very interesting. By the way, I don't know if I'm gonna be boring at all during this, but you guys decide if you want to stick with me or not. So I'm thinking, let me just share my screen so you can see what I'm thinking. Not this one, yes. Okay. So I'm thinking, how small should the pattern be to fit in my rectangle? Is this, for example, enough? Maybe I want to go and have 3 full hexagons, 4 here, 4 here. Yeah. So if I want 3 full hexagons, let me do some math. 3 full hexagons. So here I have it in a big scale, 22, where can I use a scrap of paper? So the one that I analyzed before is 22 centimeters, and I have three of these, right? Let me go back. Okay, so I have 22 wide and I have 3 hexagons. Okay, so now if I have 4 centimeters and each hexagon, what am I doing? Okay, so each hexagon, the circle containing the hexagon, it was 4.2. Okay, so if I have 22 centimeters wide and a 4.2 centimeters radius, then if I have to go 4 centimeters wide, my radius is gonna be x, and x is, how much it is? Calculation, 4 per 4.2 divided, oh wow, 0.476. Okay, so 0.76 is my radius. If I want to fit in a 4 centimeters, I don't know, I've never done this, guys, so you bear with me. Let's see what I do. So let me start with my, oh God, let me find the center point here. The center point, this is 14, 7 and 4. This is 21, this is, so here is the center of my paper. So the center of my paper, and I want to go 4 centimeters and 560. So let me understand. Where should I start? 560, that's 2 and 8. Right? So 2 and 8. 2 and 8. So my base should start here. So, and it's 4 centimeters, so it's 11, so it's 5.5. So this is roughly 4 centimeters, yes. So now, don't ask me what I'm doing, it makes sense in my head. 7.7, so 7.7 and 7.7, I'm hungry. Okay, so here goes okay, so this is my baseline. I'm thinking, yeah. So let's construct the rectangle first. If you guys have any question in the meantime, put it in the chat. Okay, so if you want to find out how to construct a root 2 rectangle, I do have a tutorial on my YouTube, so go and watch it. Good. So this is my root 2 rectangle. Sorry for my head in front of the camera, but I cannot see. Okay, so this one should be 5.66, yes, roughly. Okay, I'm gonna delete all these lines. Okay, so is this the center now? 5.66, half of it is 2 and 8. 8 something. Yeah, so that's roughly the center of my rectangle. Okay. So now the next thing is to start drawing my circles. Start drawing my circles. So I said that my radius needs to be 0.76. God, that's gonna be interesting. So I have to use my smaller compass. This is a Drapass, if you read it, but if you Google it, it's Drapass. Number 0095, which is a very interesting because it has like an inbuilt mechanical pencil. So now 0.76, where is it? 0.7 and a half. Yeah. So this is my radius. So now I should start. Okay. So tiny. So, where am I need the horizontal line. So this will be my horizontal line. Okay. This is interesting. Oh yeah, I need two of them. So 1 and 2. You have to really be accurate here, okay? No, I think I did the wrong calculations, to be honest. How can I have 3 if this circle is not finished? I have the pattern here, so I'm just looking at it. Yeah, so I'm going in the wrong direction. This is it. This is it. I'm going in the wrong direction, so I should flip it to the other side and go with the horizontal line, not the vertical line. That's what it is. Okay, now I need to find the vertical line. So this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, and find the vertical line. a line. Sorry, I love singing songs in my head. So now I can go here and add a layer to this. Yeah, girl. Yeah. And add another one here. And another one here. Okay, good. So now let's move forward and have other. So now here I should have this circle. Yes, this is where my hexagon will be. This one as well. Maybe it's slightly off. Maybe. I also recommend you go back and look for the initial radius, because sometimes it moves. Yes, so this circle is not correct. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's move on. Oopsie. So to be honest, you can go two ways here. You can either draw one portion of the pattern and then repeat it with your, how do you call it, tracing paper. This is definitely not oriented how I want it to be. Very funny. I might redo it again, who knows. You know, Instagram wants its own nice looking post in real. Let me go back and check if I'm still on the right one. Slightly. Yeah. It's a very small pattern. I think it's gonna be challenging. It's gonna be challenging. Sorry, I need to put my head here and check. Also, let's go back to the initial one and check if we're still at the same radius. Yeah, okay. For those of you who think that I always have, like, I'm very accurate, this will be your sign that I'm not, to be honest. you lose accuracy very easily on a small scale, because as you can see, the width of the pencil matters. And on a small scale, there's nothing smaller than this. God, this looks awful here. Oops. This looks awful. Okay. Let's stick with it and see. Okay. So now, let's see. So we do have let me do the central part. Oh, I have a message in the chat. Thank you, Safira. So, what size lead are you working with? The drawing is looking good and so tiny. Yes, it is very tiny. So the lead is 0.3 on this compass, which is usually the smallest that you can usually find it on in the shops. But yeah, I mean, I found also a pencil that is 0.2, but it stopped working because the lead got stuck in it. It's so small and it broke and it got stuck. So at the end of the day, it's always 0.3, the smallest. And this compass also is 0.3. So you because it has an inbuilt pencil, so of course you cannot change that. Anyway, so that's a 0.3, which it's okay when you go big, but when you go small, it's still it looks chunky, at least to me. Anyway, let's see. Also, you guys, just so you know, I'm watching my YouTube live, like the screen that I have in front to streamline, and it's lagging. Like what I see now, I'm still drawing the circles here, but indeed, I'm far away from it. So anyway, I don't know when this comment in the chat came and arrived, so I'm sorry if it took me long to reply. Anyway, so let's go back, team, and now I have to divide to find the hexagons, right? So what I do have is I have one hexagon in the center. So I'm gonna draw that one first. I see my phone. I can hear my phone, but I don't see my phone. Oh, here. So this is gonna be difficult for you to see, but anyway, I do have a hexagon in the center. Right? So, and I have all the hexagons all around. Perfect. Thank you so much, Safira, for letting me know. Okay, good. I'm happy about that. It makes my life easier. So anyway, let's go back and add hexagons all around. So here we have a problem. This hexagon goes a little bit beyond the border, which means my initial radius was tiny off. All right, but it's okay. I'll see at the end, you know. We'll see at the end. Even I also noticed that this one, it's like slightly in. So maybe I just started from the wrong center point. So let's see. Let's go on and do the rest. So if I have one here, I have one here, I have one here, and I have one here. Okay, good. Also, just so you know, it's not that I just draw it the first time and it looks amazing and, you know, it's correct and stuff like that. I might redo it, this one, a couple of times. So usually what I do is I go big first. I draw it big so I can understand the geometry. This time I'm not doing it because I have it. I analyzed this pattern back in the days. So I'm not gonna do it again. So this time I'm going small, but again, it's kind of muscle memory. I need to understand how much space I'm taking, how comfortable I am with the pattern, which is this small. So I might be redoing this one and all of them, to be honest. It depends on how happy I am with the outcome. So here I'm missing an intersection and here as well. Oops, oops, oopsie, oopsie. Okay, again, so this one is lightly out. And this one is lightly in, so I might just move the rectangle, to be honest. So let's go here. Where am I? Here. This upper part is completely off. Anyway, it's gonna be cut. So I'm missing an intersection here. Let's check my radius. Yes. Here and here. Sorry if my head is in front of the camera, to be honest. It's just that it's hard. You can imagine when I teach, when I do courses, how difficult for me it is to stay like this and draw. I just want to be like that, to be honest. Okay, good. So now that we have our hexagons, there are some things that we need to do which will add more difficulty. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna grab my putty rubber and make these pencil lines a little bit fainter. Otherwise, I'll just get confused. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Let me see if you see this on camera. Okay. So this might help a little bit. Okay, good. So what happened is, so what happens is we'll have a hexagon, and then in between we'll have anagons. So first thing first, let me see. First thing first, I need to divide each hexagon. Okay, let's do that. Let's divide the hexagons into 6. So in the end, I need to add all the lines. Yes, I could just do that straight from the beginning, but I didn't know it. It's not that I have tutorials at hand. I'm just watching some picture that what I did back in the days and trying to figure out what I did, which sometimes is not easy. Oops. Okay, this is so wrong. Oops. You're gonna find out that I have the same inner monologue that you guys have when you say, oh, this doesn't look good, this is not correct, this is not perfect. Yep, not even mine are. Yet life goes on. Okay, oops, and these lines as well. Okay, so now if you were confused, now you are even more confused. Oh God, sorry. Is it out of focus? No, it's on focus now. Yes. So now I'm drawing a triangle inside. Yes. And then another triangle inside. Yeah. And now lines between the triangles. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna stop at some point. It's gonna be too small. Too small. Just so you know, I don't have like a guideline of how that works. So if it goes too small and I don't understand what I'm doing, I might just change stuff and do it all over again. Okay, so good. So now I need more lines. I'm using the intersections between the triangles. Do I have to go the other way around? Yes, I have to go the other way around. Okay, so now, God. So now this line, and it intersects with this circle. This is so messy. Okay, here. So that point, is the point. I need a drop of compass now. Okay. Let me understand though. Popular. You're gonna be popular. This is not accurate at all. This is not accurate at all. Let's see how far I can go. By the way, I just figure out from the notes on my page that Ambigraph helped me crack the code of this pattern. Amit, thank you so much for doing that back in the days. God, you helped me so many times. One thing that I see I need to do is to lock the focus of my camera. So that will be done. So now what I see is that we have these all over the place. So each hexagon has these. And again, I always encourage you to go back to the first circle that you drew to check the accuracy of your circle. Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa. What happened? God. Okay, so this is completely wrong. Okay. Let's go back and check. Okay. So around every hexagon, so this one is the last row. This is so wrong. Is it wrong? No, okay, it's correct. Okay, good. So now, God. No, no, no. It's been a full hour. I've been drawing here, and I'm still at this point. So now the second circle is, oh God, but this is so small. No, this is so wrong. This is so wrong. Okay, it comes from this point and it opens to this point, which you guys don't even see. And this is the second circle. which should be intersecting the other two. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. So now again, back into drawing circles. So maybe next time, oh, this is very interesting. So next time what I can do is like I have a replica of this circle here divided. So I can take the measurements and I don't have to have all these lines in it. On such a small scale, it makes the difference. Let's go back and measure. Okay. Sometimes when I use a drop-box compass, I drop the compass and the lead breaks. So now let's go back and do it for all the circles, right? Yeah, because this circle right here is the one that contains the anagon. Whoever is watching, can you guys let me know in the chat if it's focused or out of focus? So if you see things blurred or not. I know that they're small and you don't see them anyway, but just to know if it's blurred or not, if it's out of focus. God. You know, I've never watched a YouTube live, so I don't even know how they look or they should look, right? Let's go back to the first one and check. Okay. My computer will melt. Okay, good. So now that we have all these circles, the smallest circles, they give us the 9 divisions, while the bigger circles, they give us the anagon, so the perimeter of the anagon. But I don't think I'll be able to do it on this thing, this small. Okay, so lesson learned. So what I'm gonna do, thank you so much, Safira, for letting me know. It looks blurred. It might be. We'll check. We'll double check. So anyway, after this whole thing, I'm gonna watch the recording and see what happens so that I can improve next time. So yeah, so I was saying definitely I need to redraw it again. Find a way to make it more accurate because the width of the lead really impacts the accuracy. And yeah, maybe I should use a harder lead. This is a soft one. So I will change all the leads and use hard leads. Redraw it again, and maybe instead of drawing all these lines, I have it separate and I just measure the circles. So definitely I need to work on this one. Yep. So it's almost noon for me. I gotta go. Also, I might wash my head, wash my hair, because I can see that every time I go like this, you see my dirty, greasy hair on the camera. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for staying with me and watching me draw. So yeah, I hope you had fun and I hope you like this type of content. For sure it will improve, don't worry. This is like my first time. I already see like the light is really yellowish, so maybe I can improve the lights as well. You'll see. Anyway, love you loads. I hope you're having a beautiful and amazing Ramadan if you're fasting, or a beautiful week if you're not fasting. And see you next time. I don't know when I'll be doing this more. I need to plan this. I love this. I love this. I really love this. Okay, good. Bye team. Bye guys. Thank you, Safira, for answering my questions. Love you lots.